The uniquely designed August Wilson, formerly the Guild Theater, was built in 1925 by a subscription-based organization called the Theater Guild.
The Theater Guild is born out of the so-called art theater movement of the 19-teens, which was dedicated to a high artistic aspiration. George Bernard Shaw was produced by the Theater Guild. Eugene O'Neill was produced by the Theater Guild many times.
Renowned movie theater architect C. Howard Crane and his partner Kenneth Franzheim designed a handsome theater which drew praise for its Tuscan Renaissance motif. The interior fit the Guild's vision for a new kind of theater.
The Theater Guild was a sort of idealistic enterprise. Not only would you get to see a show, but there were classrooms, there were rehearsal halls, and there was a library.
When the Theater Guild let go of the Guild Theater, it was taken over by the American National Theater Academy and became the ANTA Playhouse. And then eventually the Jujamcyn Corporation buys the theater and renames it the Virginia Theater.
In 2005, the theater was renamed again after the playwright August Wilson, whose award-winning plays captured the African-American experience in the United States.
It was an honor for us to rename the theater and a great tribute to his accomplishment as one of America's great African-American playwrights.
I don't understand what to do, how to be a mother. You either love too much or don't love enough. Don't seem like there's no middle ground.
I think the first thing when I walk inside of a theater is the intimacy proportion. How close is an audience to the experience? Because that's one of the things which I completely and totally love about theater, is that when a movie is having a tremendous impact on you, more often than not, you lean back in your seat. When theater is having a tremendous impact on you, you lean forward. And so just that dynamic of actor meeting audience is so extraordinarily important.
Jazz me, jelly roll. Jazz me, jelly roll.
In 1992, the groundbreaking musical Jelly's Last Jam brought a new voice to Broadway, as it explored the complexity of race in the African-American show business community.
Jelly Roll Morton was this extraordinary, great American figure. It was creating a folkloric landscape while setting it inside of a showbiz vernacular. And a brilliant, brilliant performance by the entire cast, especially by Gregory Hines.
In 1995, Smokey Joe's Cafe, a jukebox musical that wove a story around early rock and roll, arrived at the August Wilson. A decade later, another jukebox musical featuring the hit songs of Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons used the design of the August Wilson to great advantage.
It's a playhouse, not a musical house, which means that the ceiling doesn't soar up into a giant dome or cupola with one central enormous chandelier that bounces sound all over the place. It's a flat ceiling building, which is fantastic, it turns out, when you're doing a rock and roll musical like Jersey Boys.
Look, I think there are lots of reasons Jersey Boys is successful, has turned out to be as successful as it is. None of them are because we knew it would. And I think it has found an amazingly broad audience, including a group that normally never goes to the theater called men.
Broadway is at its fundamental base a populist art form. It was created by people for people.
The August Wilson is coming up on its century mark. That's thousands and thousands and thousands of performances with millions and millions of people coming to see it, all having an experience, hopefully, that made them thank God for the day they were born.
It's where we go to church, just happens 8 times a week, and it only happens in the theater in one place. This is the address. This is where you go. This is where we do what we do.